New Jersey, her campaign feels pretty good about. There's also Montana, New Mexico, North Dakota, and South Dakota. But the two big prizes that you're looking at tomorrow, New Jersey and California. And California is huge, 475 delegates. She wants to win that because you can imagine, even if she has hit this all-important number, if she loses a big prize like this, it doesn't project strength going into the general election against Donald Trump, and that's what she wants to do.
Yeah. All right, Brianna and David, I want you to stay right there. I also want to bring in now Republican strategist Kevin Madden and CNN contributor Bakari Sellers, a Hillary Clinton supporter. Hello, gentlemen. Welcome to the panel. Bakari, now that Hillary Clinton has become the presumptive nominee, do you think the Democrats are going to be able to come together and unite?
There's no doubt that Democrats will be able to come together and unite, but even before we get to anything that happens down the road and any talk about a convention or anything else, we just have to sit back and take a breath and understand what today means. I mean, you know, this is what Shirley Chisholm fought for. This is a long time coming. It's been over 200 years, and finally in the United States of America, we have a woman who's going to lead the ticket of a major party. She came extremely close in 2008, and I think my good friends who are Democrats and Republicans alike, Bernie Sanders and Hillary Clinton supporters, can actually just take a moment and recognize the history that we'll all be able to share with our daughters. My daughter's 11 years old, and now I can literally tell her that she too can be the nominee for a major party in this country and be president of the United States. So it's an amazing feeling tonight, Don.
So, Kevin, what do you make of how things are going for Hillary versus Trump right now? Or I should say for Clinton versus Trump right now?
Well, I think Brianna's reporting, says it all. This need to really balance this fine line and walk a tightrope between trying to promote the idea of inevitability, again, trying to promote the idea that the party needs to come together. At the same time, not wanting to initiate a backlash from so many of the Bernie Sanders supporters who are very passionate about their guy and hate this idea of the Clinton campaign pushing the inevitability. And so I think it's having been a campaign operative, even watching from the other side as a Republican, I do recognize that that tough challenge right now that the Clinton campaign has to not look like they're towel snapping, even though they do have this historical moment where their candidate is the likely or the presumptive nominee.
Okay, so let me ask you this: is there anything you remember 2008? We all covered this except for Bakari, who was a baby then. We were all here on CNN when Bakari was in diapers, talking about the presumptive nominee, which was Barack Obama, the first black the first African American who could possibly be the president of the United States. Regardless of your politics, this is a historic moment, Kevin Madden, that we are in a country that has gotten to the point where a woman can be the presumptive nominee of a major party. That says something.
It is, and the interesting point here is also to look at how much of an advantage that could potentially be in a general election when you're running against somebody like Donald Trump, who has historically bad favorability ratings with women voters. So I think that is something that the Clinton campaign sees is an extraordinary opportunity. But let's also not forget there's another history here. We have two candidates that both have historically high negative ratings. Hillary Clinton has a big problem with male voters. Hillary Clinton has a problem with a lot of younger voters that she's going to need to solve before the general election. So while it is a historical moment, there are serious challenges ahead in a general election for Hillary Clinton.
For both of them, yeah, and you're right about that. David, so who suffers the most at the polls if there's low turnout tomorrow? I mean, what if people say, you know what, this is a done deal, and they don't show up? That's what I think both candidates are hoping, or campaigns are hoping, that doesn't happen. But who